Halloween is a day you can indulge in sweet or salty treats.
But if you're looking for a way to keep those treats healthy for the kids, we've got a few ideas for you. Mary Jo is here at the clinic with some tips.
Good morning, Rob and Charlotte. We're here at the Meriter West Washington Clinic off of downtown Madison. We're learning a few ways to make these Halloween snacks fun and healthy and make them pretty much guilt-free. So with us this morning is Krista Cole's a dietitian here. So good morning, Krista. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You have brought a ton of stuff. What are some ways that parents can make Halloween healthy for their kids?
Well, I'm always a proponent of fruits and vegetables. So anytime you can include fruits and vegetables into the snacks or party favors or anything like that, it's going to be a good thing to add fiber and vitamins and minerals, because unfortunately the kids are not going to be getting that from the candy when they're trick-or-treating. So yeah, we have...
Not the parents.
Right, the parents aren't either. So this is all good for even adults too. But this down here is supposed to look like a pumpkin. So you just take a bunch of carrots and then cucumbers, and then this is hummus for eyes and a nose. If you have some different shaped little jars, you could use those too. And then broccoli for a stem. So that's kind of like a nice appetizer. I'll probably take one of those this weekend to one of my adult parties. So
that looks easy enough, anyone can do.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have some fun stuff over here that looks very Halloween-y.
Yeah, so we have some little banana ghosts. So these are basically just bananas that you cut in half, and then you cut lengthwise. So all you do is cut it lengthwise, and then I took some Greek yogurt, and I have the Greek yogurt over here, and you dip it in the Greek yogurt. So you can see this actually has a little bit of chocolate in it, this Greek yogurt, and it's pretty runny. So you just stick a little stick in here, dip it in there, and then freeze it. And you put a couple little mini chocolate chips on the banana.
And then you have to throw that, how long do you put it in the freezer for?
I just put it in the freezer overnight. And actually you can see this has been out for probably a half an hour and it's still pretty frozen. The alternative that wasn't as healthy is to use white chocolate. So this is kind of a nice, healthier alternative. And then we also have some little apple marshmallow mouths.
Those are so cute, I have to say. And those are real simple.
Those are really simple too. So all you do is cut an apple, little slices, and you do need to cut pretty little slices, otherwise it gets too big and falls over. And then you just use, my favorite thing is natural peanut butter. You can use soy butter if you have a child with a nut allergy, or like a sunflower butter if you have a kid with a peanut allergy. So you could use either of those to construct.
Well, Krista, very good things to know. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And one of the other things, real quick, that we would want to mention is that Meriter will have their candy trade-in, and we'll tell you more about that healthy, foolproof, healthy option coming up at 6:15. Rob and Charlotte?
Sounds good. Mary Jo, thank you. Halloween can be all about getting buckets full of candy, but for some, it's about paying it forward.
Yeah, Mary Jo's downtown in Madison to tell us more about that. Hello.
Hello, Rob and Charlotte. We're here at Meriter's West Washington Clinic, where they are getting ready for their 2013 Halloween candy trade-in. Here to tell us all about it is Dr. Catherine Cahill, a pediatrician here. So good morning, Doctor. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for coming out to visit us. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, well, happy to be here. So what is this trade-in going on? What do you do?
So we are pediatricians, and we take care of children. One of the things that we see with taking care of children is that we worry about how we keep them healthy. Halloween is a time when kids get a lot of candy, so we worry about ways to teach them how to be healthy with the things that they get. Last year at this clinic, we came up with the idea to have a party where we have all the kids bring in their extra Halloween candy and trade it in for a healthy treat. In addition to a healthy treat, they get to get coupons for the amount of candy that they trade in, and then those coupons get to be put in for all sorts of prizes that the kids can win at the end of the day.
And now we did get to see some of the pictures from last year, and it looks like they had a blast. How many kids did you have? What was the response?
We had probably at least 500 families. We had a huge response. The kids actually had a great time. We were really impressed at how well they did and how happily they turned over their candy. It was
so they weren't trying to grab it back or anything? No, last minute?
It was really cool. It was kind of a fun party atmosphere. The kiddos dumped their candy. They were all eating treats of fresh fruit that were supplied by Madison Fresh Market, and they just had a great time. It was really fun.
But there's also a sort of pay it forward straightforward side to the trade-in. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yep. So with all the candy we get, we box it up and we ship it to a program that's called Operation Gratitude. So this is a program that's based out of California that takes all of the candy and they send it out in care packages to deployed troops.
That's
so
awesome.
the candy that we get, it isn't going to waste. We're not putting it in the trash can. We're not eating it ourselves.
We're not eating a couple at least.
We're not saving it for next year to hand out at our houses. We're actually sending it to a place that they give it on to somebody else.
That's awesome. And how many pounds did you guys get?
We had almost 700 pounds last year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was kind of amazing when we were trying to sort it all. It took us a couple hours to sort all the candy out, and we were shocked at how much candy we got.
So this year you think you'll get the same?
I hope we get more. Yeah.
All right. Well, Dr. Cahill, thank you so much for being with us this morning. And
Thanks for coming out.
You can check out the 2013 Halloween Candy Trade-In here at Meritor's West Washington Clinic, Saturday, November 2nd. It starts at 9 a.m. It goes until 11:30. And Rob and Charlotte, it'll be definitely, I'm sure, a fun and exciting atmosphere for everyone here.
700 pounds. That is unbelievable.
I know. Can you imagine?
Ooh, it's a lot of sugar. All right. Thank you.
Well, Halloween is the day you can indulge in sweet and salty treats, but if you're looking for a way to keep those treats healthy for the kids, we've got a few ideas.
We do. Mary Jo is downtown with more. What have you got worked up now, Mary Jo?
Well, today we are doing the healthy Halloween treats with a smile on our face, full teeth and all, and it'll make parents and their kids happy. So with us this morning is Krista Cole's a dietitian here at Meritor. So for starters, good morning, Krista. We're talking about the alternatives maybe for trick-or-treaters. What can parents do instead of the chocolate bars, the candy?
Well, and there's a lot of options out there, and I think, candy can get really expensive. It can be even like $6.99 per bag. So I want people to keep that in mind when they're buying alternative things. So we have pencils, bracelets, little Play-Dohs. So you can get that at, Toys R Us, Walmart, the dollar
some of the
store.
fun stuff
Yeah,
here.
so then we have little rings, stickers.
And you actually get this stuff out at your own house.
I do, and my husband's always really surprised at how many kids take the other stuff, and I think it's just because all the kids are used to getting candy at every house, so they're kind of excited to get something different. So
I'm sure all the bright colors, too,
Yeah.
are very appealing. But what about if maybe a parent is hosting a Halloween party or bringing snacks to school?
So we have some little ghosts, which are bananas that are cut in half and then cut lengthwise, and then the Greek yogurt, which I froze these earlier. Now they're starting to melt.
I'm sure they still taste great, though.
Yeah, they still taste good. And an alternative is to do some white chocolate instead, which would be a little less healthy, but it might hold up a little bit better too. And then some little eyes made out of chocolate chips. And then you had the little mouths, which were just red apples with some natural peanut butter and 4 or 5 little mini marshmallows.
If you don't mind, I am going to try that right now. If
Yeah,
you talk
go
about
ahead.
the next one.
Yeah, and then our final thing, we just have a little tray, which is supposed to look like a pumpkin, which other people can probably make it even look more like a pumpkin, with some hummus for dip, or you could do like a light ranch dip too instead. So it's just kind of a nice offering. Promote as many fruits and vegetables as possible when it comes to any holiday, really.
I'll let you keep talking because I finished. This is really good.
Yeah,
By the way.
it's got the little sweetness from the marshmallows, but it's not too sweet. So.
And of course, very fitting for fall. But if you
Yeah.
could just talk really quickly about the candy trade-in you guys are also hosting. Excuse me.
Yeah, so it's next Saturday, November 2nd. It starts at 9 and goes till 11:30. And we encourage kids to bring in their candy, and they get little, tickets, and they can win prizes from bikes to, little science labs to gift certificates and parties. So we encourage them to come in with their families and win some fun stuff.
That has to be the foolproof, healthy option, though, because you're actually giving your candy away.
Right. Yeah. So you're giving it away, but you're getting something in return, and you're feeling good about it because the candy actually goes to U.S. troops overseas. So it is for a good cause too.
Sounds like definitely a great time. Krista, thank you so much for being with us this morning. And again, that
thanks
candy
for having
trade-in is November 2nd here at the Meritor West Washington Clinic. And Rob and Charlie, obviously a lot of great things, other options you can do to celebrate Halloween while, feeling still good about yourself.
Yeah, I like that. The trade-in. I mean,
Yeah, the
think about it. You
trade-in's
can
great.
get a bike. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea.
Very good idea. Mary
Right.
Jo, thank you.
Have your carrots, Mary Jo.
Yeah.